Hey everybody, this is Graham or Cowbelly, and I wanted to answer one of the questions I get the most often, really, wherever I go on the internet. And that's why did we end up privating all the text to speech videos on this channel, on the Cowbelly Studios channel, on the Tumblr channel? And pretty simply, it's three reasons. One is that, well, there's an argument for fair use because these posts were being transformed into from photos into videos. They were being narrated. They were being, edited in a way that made them more engaging to watch. And, depending on the timing and, some of the things that were inserted into the videos, there's an argument for fair use, and that is something that the courts eventually would have to decide. And that's a copyright risk because if one of those posts in those videos, if we have to engage in a legal battle over it, that could be, very resource intensive. And to me, it's just not worth it. There's the other aspect of this, which is that, well, it's not quite exactly clear how this policy is enforced. If you get 3 strikes on YouTube, on any channel that you have, you can lose all the channels that you own, and you're not really allowed to return to YouTube. I guess there have been workarounds to this in the past. You see Drama Alert. I guess Keemstar was banned from YouTube way long ago, and then he came back, but he was Drama Alert isn't owned by me. I'm just a host for the show or something like that. So whatever. But my point in bringing that up is that it's pretty risky, just in terms of how delicate YouTube's copyright system is and how it could possibly be abused. And so that is kind of the copyright aspect of this. The second aspect of this is an ethical or moral quandary to me personally. And that's that, when I did this stuff when I was younger, it was, I think, a lot more normal to repost content, to aggregate content, to curate content in an unpermissioned manner. You had Instagram repost pages and that type of stuff. But as the internet has progressed and I've matured as a person, I realized that from a business perspective, what I want to be doing is aggregating content, where all parties involved have consented to their content being used, and all parties involved have an opportunity to profit from that content being used in some manner. And so privating those videos was, a form of me saying that I wish to no longer profit on this content and this aggregated content that wasn't permissioned. So the third reason is that when TikTok came along with their algorithm, it started to become pretty obvious that the middlemen were going to start to get cut out, basically, because TikTok's algorithm was able to create a personalized feed of content for any individual who was using the platform. I mean, they've created an incredibly enticing experience from a technology level. And so that just kind of made me realize that text-to-speech content is probably going to get iterated away, just in terms of the market demand for it, just because TikTok signals that it's such a powerful entertainment product. And at the time, text-to-speech content, it was a very powerful entertainment product because of the quick succession of the content and the way it could be consumed, excuse me, was innovative at the time. But as technology has progressed, entertainment platforms have progressed, we've gotten things like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Reels and Spotlight and, all those equivalents. It just made me realize that we have to innovate. We have to, figure out how do we approach this stuff in a way that we can keep current. So that was, the third reason. I guess also a fourth reason is just YouTube's reused content policy also was implemented in 2019, I believe. So that was made it much trickier to be able to monetize that type of content. So there's some business reasons in there. There's some ethical reasons in there. One that I feel I haven't fully explored yet, but it's always a thought that has occurred to me, and I don't know if I've fully examined the reasoning why this is, but I don't want to rely on the text-to-speech content as something to buffer or create or be responsible for future successes. I want those future successes to be successful in and of themselves. And I guess there is a spectrum with this because I am still using the Cowbelly name and the Cowbelly brand to operate under. So it's not like I'm completely starting over, but there's just, I'm a very ambitious person, and I think that I think I want to be able to reinvent myself, and I don't want to have to rely on the content I made previously. I don't know if that exactly makes sense, but there's something that is in there that, feels like maybe I need to prove myself, maybe I need to I think this is something that I need to explore internally more. Anyway, so that's kind of the general thinking behind why Cowbelly text-to-speech content is no more. And yeah, just thought I'd give some transparency around that. And yeah, that's about it. Appreciate your time, and have a great night.